All right. Let's do this thing. First, let's tweet out and whatnot. And then we'll get into the action here on Ula'ula. All right, we should be good. Howdy, Callie. Glad you could make it this time. We're here on Ula'ula Island, the third island. I definitely had to look up the name of the island before we started. What was that? I've never seen this before. Hey, Dan. Good to see you. I did not know that this was a thing, and I'm really curious what's prompted it. Callie, a full discussion about normalized profession expectations for different genders is well beyond the scope of this live stream series about Pokemon Ultra Moon. But that is a real conversation that is happening with regards to education, especially elementary education. And it's very complicated. Well, that was interesting. That's cool. That's a neat little Easter egg. Thank you, Dan. I've been letting it grow a bit. I think I like it. Just got to make sure that I'm, taking good care of it. Anyway, when last we left off, we were gonna head into Melee Gardens. Melee Garden singular. And I think there's some sort of Team Skull situation here, or if there isn't now, there will be. Oh, there's a Swablu. That's cute. Right, so if we look at the design of this map, I think it's supposed to look like a Zygarde. The final clothing shop, Edgy? I didn't realize it was going to be the final clothing shop. Where are my repels? Here's some repels. Hello, small child. Okay, Luran/Com-O shop barely counts, I would say. Oh, really expensive clothes in the first city. Are the really expensive clothes in the first city worth going back to? Because I think I have a fair amount of money, but a lot of the clothes in this game are pretty underwhelming. See, this I think is all a neat thing. Just, this could have been a bridge, and it's still sort of a bridge, but it's covered in water. I don't I'm not sure that's a thing. Like, I've been to Japanese gardens and I never had to wade through water, but it's a neat little thing. Because it's a little different. Yeah, I might fly back there after doing some shopping here and taking care of all this business. Yeah, and we may get to a point here where, like, I just change my wardrobe periodically between streams. Yeah, just kind of like what I did with No More Heroes way back in the day. Doubles! Huzzah! Alright, so Gertrude is the last one who needs to evolve, I believe. Gosh, I say it every time, that poor frame rate. Oh, and I've got Psychic now. Heck yeah. It looks like I'm a little ahead of the level curve, even with Gertrude unevolved, so don't expect too many difficulties in the near future. Ah, edgy, I get it. I understood that joke that you made. I mean, that is literally why they did the, that's why they made the models like this, is so they could use them for an extended period of time. That is literally why they chose to do it. Now, see, this is... Vanillish and its kin are Univan Pokemon, and this is supposed to be an area heavily influenced by Johto. Clearly, we need variants for Vanillish for every region. It's the only reasonable solution to this problem. Something happen? Oh yeah, this is, I guess, the same short period of time after the whole Ether Foundation thing. And we saw, yeah, a visitor from another dimension. I like his reaction is like, oh man, that's super cool that you got to see that. And not, what? There are other dimensions and alien things? Alright, that's our next stop. I probably could have done this at the end of last session, but oh well. They observe things. All right, so I think I remember harsh there being a Nugget Bridge thing here, but maybe I'm misremembering that, or maybe that's later. Okay, later. Alright. Oh, this is a Cantonian Raichu. We've got a bunch of tourists here at the gardens, which I guess makes sense. Let's crunch. Yeah, I imagine this would be a fairly prominent tourist attraction. There we go. Oh man, I wonder now the swabber thing here does not get all caught up in the grime. That would have been a major pain in the butt, frankly, so that's good. Nice. I've still been collecting beans periodically from Poképelago. Completely unnecessary, but satisfying. Dan, it's a fashion statement. Hey, I remember things like you. Still not getting the wild Persians, it looks like. Oh, right, I'm like super slow. Forgot about that. Yeah, I've been neglecting to check every day for a Hound Hour. Gosh darn it, I keep pressing the wrong thing. I've not been checking for Hound Hour, unfortunately. I say that as if it's luck-based and not just me forgetting to do it. But I think I got like a Slowpoke that stuck around or something. Howdy, Norse. Good to see you. Yeah, but I mean, not making use of that low probability every day, it decreases my probability even more. So. Thunder Wave, that's a pretty useful move, but I don't know if I have much of a use for it. Aww. Or wait, is it this one? No. For some reason, I'm not allowed to ride my Plesiosaur in the garden. Ben, how are you finding Celeste, which is the best game of 2018? Celeste is a game that I love to death. Yes! Quoted for posterity here, I will say out loud, goddamn, it's beautiful and amazing and my new favorite game. Yeah, it's really fantastic, and I would never be able to do a series on it because I couldn't do it justice, and I would want to get like a perfect run, and that'll never happen. But it is... Like, I wasn't kidding. It's a really, really good game. Should probably heal. Yeah, I mean, so there's so much content in Celeste, and all of it is good, and I honestly haven't even done most of it because it's really hard. And I mean, like, they're still working on Chapter 9 free DLC, which, hell yeah, I'm gonna play. I hope I can beat it. But it's super good. And honestly, like, my favorite moment in Celeste, you haven't even gotten to it yet, Ben. You're getting there, but my favorite sequence, I guess I should say. Yep, there's another Cantonian variant. I'm kind of hoping that there's a Cantonian Grimer around here, and some tourist just brought their pile of sludge from home. I don't know why you would think something like that, Norris. Yeah, I'm planning on, I don't know if I got to it on my list of things from E3 to talk about it last week. The Dragon Quest 11 on Switch. I want to like it. I want to be on board with it. So I'm going to buy it and hope that I like it, basically. Hey, I got nothing against piles of sludge. I just think, you know, take your trash with you. It's kind of hilarious to imagine someone bringing their toxic waste from home on vacation. Yeah, Norris, I haven't watched the new JoJo episode yet. I am curious because, like, I felt last week I was a little bit like, man, it seems like you're delaying the climactic battle for no good reason. Hey now, look, if I want to go to the Galar region, apparently I'm not allowed to bring Gertrude around, so it's not on me, alright? Masquerain! Masquerain's another super cool Pokemon that I never get to use. Because Surskit is hard to find in Gen 3, and hard to raise, and not actually very good. Is Red vs. Blue anime? Is that... would we call Red vs. Blue anime? Oh, that's dope. Cool. We should use, was the boost 7th gen, not 6th gen, so I couldn't make use of it in Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire? That's a good comparison, Harsh, but it's not nearly as badass. Okay, alright, that makes sense. That makes sense. Well, I hope there are Masquerain in Galar, then. What are these? Golden rocks? Are those things? Okay, I think I've explored this area completely. For now. Let's walk into a cutscene, apparently. Alright. she had some warning signs. Yeah, I think I remember us visiting again for Guzma related activities. Dan, we're not. I don't know how much you follow me on Twitter. We're not going to talk at length about. We got this to think about Gen 8, including the starters, just because I'm trying to stay as spoiler free as possible. And I want to do the courtesy to people who are doing the same. Community Center, thank you for reminding me. And remind me again, because I might forget after I go shopping here. Alright, so I'm hoping for keeping a purple top. Doesn't look like it here. Any... No, I don't think so. That I could get on board with later on, but it doesn't work with my current look. I don't even know what these are supposed to be about. Yeah, we probably will not be able to get the Duskstone, but it's worth checking just in case. Because if we could, and we don't get it, we'd be kicking ourselves. Let's see. Yeah, none of these backpacks are doing much for me. Okay, so this one... How boring is that? You change the brim color, which you barely get to see. Good lord. Come on. I'm not sure why they didn't change, like, the main color of all these hats. That's alright. That's a decent look. But, like, for all of these, it's like, why not put the interesting part of the design on the part you can see? And then... Yeah, I think really the only thing I'm super into... Like, I'm kinda on board with the backpack there. I'll go for this, just so we're buying something, because I'm a shopaholic. And maybe at a later date, I will go for those kind of cargo shorts, once we have a different aesthetic going on. Yeah. Yeah. Not great. Alright, so community center is a thing. Somewhere. I don't know where. That's a mouse out of the shop. Like, I understand that, you know, character customization takes a lot of tweaking and effort and stuff. And they're not using the same, like, character models as Gen 6, so they can't necessarily reuse those assets from Gen 6. But, man, underwhelming. Anyway, I think, is this new to Ultra games? Yes! Yes! It has been my favorite ongoing joke is the, and I don't remember how canon it is that the dude who stands in the gym and says "Yo, champ in making" is named Gym Guy. I'm so glad that she canonically is named Gym Guide. Let's do it. And of course, it's modeled after Lieutenant Surge's gym. Because why wouldn't you model it after the worst one? So yeah, I saw a little bit. I saw that this was a thing, but I don't know too much about it. Yeah, that's a good point, Sean. This is a city that is explicitly drawing influence from Johto, and yet it's a Cantonian gym. And I mean, Kanto and Johto are quite connected, but Johto has a very distinct architectural and cultural style, and I pressed the wrong thing again. Okay, so it's a place to get experience. That's fine. That's cool. Doesn't look like I actually have to do the puzzle, though, which is good. Ah, yes, that famous Cantonian Pokemon, Minchino. Howdy, Dekey. Yeah, I was wondering if this was like that was crossing through my head. Is this some way that they were practicing or something? Let's go. Yeah, so like I remember I was reading a little bit about this on Bulbapedia, and quite clearly they are aping the style of the Cantonian gym, but don't actually understand how it works. Because like there's no type theme. I think they forgot to actually make a puzzle. Just double check so I'm not making a butt of myself. Yeah, no, there's no puzzle. But hey, you know, some easy experience. There we go. That's true. Lieutenant Surge's gym is probably pretty easy to make, although Brock's gym would be pretty easy. Misty's... Most of the gyms would be pretty easy to make, because you're remaking Gen 1 visuals, which are very simple. Let's see what this will be about. Oh, right. Gemini has such a great moveset. And Zen Headbutt... It's a physical psychic move, which I don't have from Squiddo. Squiddo's a special. The question is, do I want to keep Confuse Ray? And I feel like I hemmed and hawed about this last week. Confuse Ray is really cool. I'll pass it up. Like, you want a really simple gym visually. Just go for Sabrina's gym. So that's just rooms. Yeah, not in Let's Go, obviously, but... Although, canonically, I guess if they wanted to replicate Sabrina's gym in this timeline, it would have to be the style of Let's Go, because they share continuity. Yeah, Harsh, I think the fairy gym in Gen 6 is reminiscent of Sabrina's thing, but that's more kind of just the dollhouse aesthetic. Absol, Sneasel, and the Crocodile line. Sneasel and Crocodile could be worth looking into. Absol a little bit less interesting because it's pure dark. But Sneasel's got the ice going on, Crocodile's got the ground going on. Those are both useful second types to have. Howdy, Luca. Alright, see you, Dan. I'm glad that you were able to stop in, however briefly. Oh, that was rough. Okay, alright. Alright, let's see, 10 headbutt would have been great here, but oh well. Let's go JoJo here. Yeah, I could SOS chain for a Pangoro, but I already used a Pangoro in Y, so... Ah, so close. Man, I feel like my streaming setup has stuttered a couple times already this week and a couple times last week. I don't know if that's showing up on your end. Super Fang. I feel like Sucker Punch and Quick Attack kind of do double duty, so I'm gonna forget Quick Attack. Okay, it shows up on your end. Alright. I don't know what causes that. And I apologize for that. Because I don't think it's just internet. I think it's... I don't know, OBS glitching or something. I don't know. An item set. Ah, yes. Soda and beans, so you can have gas coming out of both ends. Anyway, here's the library. Hey, look at that Mudsdale. Hello. Alright, I forget if there's anything actually interesting in here. But let's see. Can't even talk to that. There's a lone oak over there. I don't actually. I kind of removed that from my team. Okay, that's all right. Okay, sure. Talk to the tourist, you say? Some real, like, mixed genre here. And I stuck it in my pocket, apparently. Oh, I can guess what that is. Yeah, so I imagine that's what's her name? Hala, something like that. Investigating her possible weaknesses as a Mudsdale trainer. Alright, talking to the tourist. Yeah, fly's the TM these days. I'm still getting used to that. But cool. All right, that's nice. That's nice of her. I don't think I want to put that on anyone. I don't think Donna would make much use of that. I saw a person who looks like a main character. I mean, you don't have to. You're in a library. It's an aesthetic, Hedgie. You don't understand. Wearing this outfit would be completely normal in Portland. All right. More things worth reading. Okay, so Z powers are sin against God. Good to know. think we're good. We still need to go to the community center, correct? Yes. We're just checking to see if we can get a dusk stone here. Why do I have to remember this? Oh gosh. What is this even for? Thank you, Sean. Thank you for reminding me. A ribbon for maxed affection. I think I have someone with maxed affection. Who is it? I forget who it is, but I'm pretty sure I have someone with maxed affection. It might be Gemini. Oh, not quite. Oh well. The weather class. I mean, I want to know what it is, so... I feel bad because I don't even know if I want it. Oh, that was not much, was it? Yowza, okay. You know what? I feel bad. I'll give you some money. Alright. Oh! Clothing! Boring shoes. Actually, these are pretty... They're interesting. That's what I will say. I don't know if they're any good, but at least they're interesting. And then the hero cap is... I mean, that's the hat from... that Ash wears in the anime, right? So... is there... so, is it like Gen 6? You can get the souvenir, and it's like, what is this thing? I don't know. Gimme, gimme, gimme. What have I put down up front? Because I know it shows up in a previous game, and there was wild speculation, and then you realize, oh, it's just a tacky souvenir. Alright, he has the Dusk Stone, but this child is not willing to cough up the goods, so we'll just have to leave. Let's see what's in here real quick, just while I'm at it. Ooh, I'll bet I can do this. Let's see. A damp rock. This can be just intuited. You know, the fact that it's the same choices every time is kind of defeating the challenge. Cool. I got a collection of minerals. I have a feeling she just wanted to offload her rock collection. Yeah, weather I feel like is just it's something that is more complicated than is worth putting the time and effort into for in-game use. I know that weather teams are definitely a thing in competitive, but in-game it's just not worth the time because in-game is easy enough generally. Okay, yeah, it might be a while before I can go get that stone. That's okay, Donna is still really strong, so she can handle not being evolved for a little while. Alright, so... There we go. I haven't upgraded the treasure island because I haven't caught enough Pokemon to upgrade the treasure island. Just like I have all the beans I need, I just don't have enough Pokemon. And yeah, RNG, random. So, all right, this is Route 11. This is a little side venture. Why don't we go do the trial right now? Just so we're accomplishing something somewhat significant this session. So, this island has a kind of interesting structure in that you got like a big road and then you take a bus up to the actual interesting place. So you just shortcut up to the top. And then I think you walk back down. Alright, let's try it. Hello, Pineco, or Pineco, I'm not sure which. This is the most conveniently I've ever seen one of you. There's a Pokemon I don't think about much. Think about Fortress somewhat regularly, but not Pineco. Let's say I kind of like his design. I'm in 3D here. The undersides of those bits right over his eyes kind of look like eyebrows. It gives him a little personality. I like it. All right. That's actually a pretty perfect choice for a firefighter. I'd buy that. Doesn't really matter what I use. Yeah, if I can go back to the mainland versus during the Ether invasion, that will be convenient. Somewhat narrative breaking, but convenient. I'm reminded of some parts of Xenoblade 2 where, like, plot-wise, you are stranded inside a giant creature, like in a stomach and stuff, but you can just teleport out whenever you want. And one other even more egregious example later on that I will not spoil. I wonder why they, like, gate off access to that Dusk Stone in that way. Like, for what reason? Like, I guess they were running out of... the only theory I can come up with is they were running out of places to stick things, so they had to put it here, even though they didn't want you to have access to it yet. So they had to put a reminder that it was here by having him there. But they couldn't just stick it on the 4th island or something, for whatever reason. Anyway, this is not a good matchup for Gertrude, in fact. Not a good matchup for a lot of these folks, to be honest. I don't have fire or electricity. Got Brick Breaker, G neutral, so let's do that. I'm a Confuse Ray, just for fun. For some reason, it thinks I'm going to use Detect or Protect, which, to be fair, I've seen a lot of Sableye use. Huh. Only get the Dust Stone and Moon. I assume it's like a Sunstone or something. In Sun. That was a critical. Don't do it. Don't you do it. Okay. So another Stuffle. I don't know if I'm gonna find all these Stuffles, but time for Crab. Time for Crab. Okay, so there's more to this route than I remember there being, which I think is good. Because I definitely remember just, like, walking outside town and catching a bus. Oh no. Oh, we're good. Okay. Sorry, I was thinking of Dynamic Punch. Yeah, Crabrawler's alright. I'll accept Crabrawler. I don't think I need a Feint Attack here. Yeah, it's better than Pursuit. Pursuit's not gonna get much action on its most useful trait. Oh. I'm really glad I talked to her, because I was just about to heal Gertrude. Okay, we're good. Also, a shiny thing. I think we might get a Gertrude evolution this week. I think it's possible. Making kind of concerted effort to have him up front. Flaffy! Flaffy! I guess the is supposed to be like the bleating of the sheep or something. But it's a name that has perplexed me for years, decades even. Curses. I mean, Fluffy I get. It's the the double A. Torment, I don't think we need that. And I'm just gonna make use of that convenient healer over there rather than go through the Pokemon refresh stuff. Because this is faster. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest, I think it's a bad name. Get out of here, birds. Get out of here. No, legit, I really like Ampharos as a name. I think that's a great name. Mareep, it's pretty alright. Flaffy is not the best work they've done. Cool. Oh, and there's another one right there. I see it. Some of them are in convenient hiding spots. I've also lost count of how many I've rescued from a horrible fate. This is our police force, everybody. A double-A battery, you say? Okay, alright. I don't know if I don't know if it makes it better, to be honest. Haha, my plan worked perfectly. Well, I'm glad that our police force can be easily defeated by a child. We did it! Man, I miss Let's Go's overworld system. Alright, let's do this old-fashioned way. With a mirror match. Good. Alright, level 35 on Gershrind. So what, 2 more levels, right? 2 more levels till evolution. We're so close. A little disappointing she doesn't have 8 Stuffle crowded around her. Now, is this double the EVs that one gets? Is that right? That's dope, though. Let's see. Nope, boost the power of physical moves. That ain't bad either. But off the top of my head, I'm not sure how I'd put that on, so I'm just going to keep moving. And then promptly forget about it. God. Okay. Yeah, I was thinking of Macho Grace. There are a lot of items that are similarly styled and titled. I've tweeted before about the Ice Stone versus Icy Rock versus the thing on the overworld that I think might also be called Ice Stone. I'm not sure. There's just a lot to keep track of. Alright. Hey, what are you guys gesticulating about? Icicle Rock, sure, okay. Maybe, I believe you. Now, are you stealing the bus stop? Is that what's happening? That just seems petty. Hey! Hey! Where'd you get that? Where'd you get that? That was an animation. Pluck. Is that better than Aerial Ace? No. You know, as much as the system struggles with double battles, I feel like narratively it'd make a lot more sense for this to be a double battle. Okay, Ice Rock is for Glaceon. Ice Stone is for Alolan Vulpix and Sandshrew. Icy Rock is for the hold item. Thank you for doing the research, Norris. This is what I'm talking about, and I assume what other people are talking about when I mean, like, you know, people criticize Game Freak for, like, picking up and disposing of mechanics too easily and throwing things away like the Pokeathlon and Super Training and contests and whatnot. But they also accumulate a whole lot of crust, a whole lot of junk in terms of items. And that is the most egregious example. But, you know, you've got all the plates, you've got 17 plates or whatever for Arceus that for every Pokemon other than Arceus and maybe Code Null are functionally the same as the more flavorful hold items like Charcoal and Sharp Beak and whatnot. Part of the reason why I'm waiting and seeing on Dexit is because I think they do have a lot of stuff that they could shave and refine. Let's just make sure I'm not forgetting anything. Yeah. Make me. I don't like that marketing line at all. I'm really glad they actually made a cutscene for this so we could see it. I was really afraid that they weren't going to. Just remember that the Pokemon World Championship tournament thing in Gen 5 was a thing. It seems like they could do more with that at some point. Anyway, let's talk to NPCs. That's cute, little tail thing. I like that. Alright, let's heal up, and then... Is there gonna be a delay before we can do this trial, or are they just gonna let us? I forget. Because I would like to do a trial this session, so I feel like I've done something. Yeah, home will be national dex, I assume. It's probably one of the reasons they're introducing home, is to make sure that things can still move forward. Hey, hey! Kayfabe. Subtle touch that I will give them credit for. This guy hunches a little bit. Shows that he stoops over his computer too much. Makes sense that he is the one to operate the PC system. Also, he's just really bad at kayfabe. Like, and also just from a game writing perspective, were the writers really concerned that we weren't going to figure it out or something? Like, what exactly is the purpose of this guy, like, just offering up that information at every conceivable opportunity? Yeah, I mean, I feel like Pokemon should be more like BoJack Horseman, I think. BoJack Horseman did that joke really well. Good sound effects, though. Alright, so I've actually met Sophocles a fair amount, because I did a decent amount of stuff with Festival Plaza. Excuse me, don't mind me. Cool. I would love to just receive a free complimentary piece of space rock that could be used for scientific study. $50 is my guess. They didn't actually tell us the correct answer. And now it's gonna bug me. Anyway, one of these rooms, I think it's this one, houses our trial. I remember this whole sequence here. He's got a little pad over there. Hangout zone. Hehe. 30. That's a good number. Where'd they go? Where'd they go? Where are they? Are they outside? Yes. Empty lot by the bus station. So out here somewhere? Outside? Or just straight up in the yard? Okay. Now, why do these electro accordion bug things like to be underground, I wonder? Is there something in its Pokédex entry that talks about that? Or is it some sort of grounding thing because they're electrical? Anyway, I think this is the part where you get attacked by a... Oh my god, that's the name of the thing. I think it's when we get attacked by its evolved form or something. One Jabug. I mean, I kind of love it, actually. Oh, oh! Honestly, the shuffling motion makes it, I think. The fact that it's, like, a slow shuffle. I have to go around. Yeah, clearly someone had some fun animating the Charge of Bugs walk cycle there. Okay, this I think is completely different from original Sun and Moon, because I don't remember this at all. I remember a power outage and then fighting the evolved form of these things. I don't remember this at all. Or maybe this is leading to that. Maybe I've just forgotten this part and we're going to have a power surge and that's what causes it. Oh, it's a cry quiz. Okay. So it has been expanded a bit. 4 buttons on the edge of the roller to rotate the panels and connect the Charge-a-Bug in a line. Okay. I can do this. I hope. This is a legit, like, puzzle, actually, I think. Try to charge. Okay. Okay. Oh, whoops. Oh, this is more complicated than I originally intended. Nope, hold on. Alright. That's a legit puzzle. It's not super hard, but it's clever. I did not remember that, Sean. Yeah, wowza. Hey, where did you come from? Man, I loved Elekid when I was a little kid. I was like, oh man, this thing's so cool. It's like it's like an Electabuzz, but like a smaller package. I was big on Elekid. Okay, so usually there's like 2 warm-up battles before the totem Pokemon, so I don't know exactly how they're gonna pace this. I don't remember if I did that, Sean. It's so long ago. Let's see. Oh, wait, hold on. I think I already did it, basically. Yeah, there we go. Wonder if the first one was that simple. Yeah, the fun thing, like, I think I like this about these kinds of puzzles is that you can make them more complicated than they need to be. Like, it can be a really simple and quick solution, but if you're not 100% figured out, you can find a more convoluted method that still works. Nice. Well done, Gertrude. Let's cure the paralysis here. I'd love if I could heal in between, but I don't think I can. There we go. You're not going to bring in an Electivire next, are you? Interesting. Okay. So I'm trying to make a line between the two. That's right. No. What am I trying to do? No. What am I doing? No, I have to make it diagonal. That's what I have to do. Okay. I like that puzzle. I think that's a good, clever puzzle. It's simple enough to understand, but I like it. Yeah, and it's definitely a Z. I mean, I think Hedgie, even this one feels like, oh god, there's actually a challenger. Oh, we gotta finish making that thing. This does feel slapped together, which I like. And clearly they don't do this very often. Alright, these things are part steel, right? Steel electric. So, my beloved Poison Fang, unfortunately, will not help. So let's, probably an all-out pummeling, but let's go Radicus and the Super Fang, because that's going to do half its health bar. Don't do this to me, Norris. Don't bamboozle me in this way. Okay, so it's a protect that also damages the attacker, huh? Interesting. Yeah! Nice job, Radicus. Rude. Very rude. Squiddo, what do you have? I mean, I think let's do the all-out blitz here. Or all-out pummeling, rather. Let's get rid of that Togedemaru as soon as possible. Man, I'm freezing up. I don't know why. Do I still get the Z move? Okay. I was about to say, if that flinching cost me the Z move, I'd be pretty bummed. Ooh, wow, that was not great. Even though that was super effective. I guess that defense boost, so. Yeah, I gotta bring in something special. Nice, Gemini. I mean, Ben, that's what you do with Celeste, is that you fail and you fail and you fail and then you succeed. That's how it goes. That's how you do it. You learn from your mistakes. You get better. Alright, let's see how this compares. It's not very effective, but gonna run off the special defense. So I would say Celeste, you know, it recognizes that you will probably get frustrated, and makes that a part of the narrative. And it's ultimately meant to be a, you know, supportive and positive and empowering story. What is this? I don't know what that is at all. Man. Do anything? I have hyper potions. Yeah. Okay, that's not going to make contact though, right? Okay. This is the trickiest trial we've had in a while, honestly. That tailwind's been causing issues. Can't poison either of them, so Gertrude's really gonna be in a bind. I think I'm gonna revive Squiddo. Grass was super easy, fire I think was also super easy. So revive. So I got that special defense drop, which is good. Another psychic will do a good chunk, I think. Oh good, Callie is now saying doom things, which means I'm gonna succeed. Excellent. Alright, Tailwind is petered out. Squiddo's at pretty high health. There's a special defense drop. Should be able to survive Togedemaru's hit. Unless it's going to use a spiky shield and then Skarmory uses a Tailwind, and then we'll be in a bad situation. Man, it's like they planned this encounter combo or something. Should still be able to survive. Okay. Alright. Rude. First off. Got real lucky on those special defense drops, but ultimately not helpful. And then, what's the payback situation? If the user moves after the target, this attack's power is doubled. I'm real sick of that spiky shield, honestly. That's not a thing that I'm a huge fan of. Not into that. But you know what? I'm glad that I am being challenged a bit here, because I was noticing, wow, I'm kind of over leveled. That is no longer a concern in this battle, at least. Okay, no Tailwind. It just used Spiky Shield, so it probably won't again. Alright, I assume it had a percentage chance of that failing, and I just got unlucky. I mean, I'm not gonna cheese it with rainbow beans. That would be kind of silly, honestly, I think. And honestly, I think I'm still gonna win. It's just gonna be a kind of slow process. There we go. That's the main problem out of the way. Alright, and then we'll use Night Slash on Skarmory here. And then I'm going to outspeed it this next turn. I'd love to get a crit. No. Nice work, Zippy. And then Donna's the last one, but this should work out fine. Donna had Nightshade this whole time. Ah. Donna had Nightshade this whole time. Should have been using that. Nice work, Donna. Swooping in at the end to take all the glory. There we go. Alright, that was a decently challenging encounter. Thank you, Pokemon. Yeah, there's definitely a joke to be made there. But we won't. I really don't want to do that. I really don't want to go to the Festival Plaza. But here I am. Oh my god, do I have to do this? Do I actually have to do this right now? How about I don't do that? Cool, I won't. Again, was it not obvious enough is my question. All right. So that wraps up the steel trial here. All right. Yeah. So I mean, I've done a little bit of Festival Plaza stuff. You'll see it has been developed when I inevitably get forced to go there. For now, let's heal. And then grab this item, and then I think the walk down the mountain is going to be a little bit longer than we have time for. So I'm going to talk to Samson. Cool. Yeah, I'm going to heal here, and then I'm going to take a flight over to Ula'ula to check out the way too expensive clothing store. And that's how we'll wrap up this week's session. All right. Oops. So I'm hoping there's something. So okay. Loading zones here. So the way too expensive store is in the mall, yes? Is this the mall? I think it's the mall. All right. So that looks like a hair salon or something. This is a ball shop. Or... oh, yeah, no, I don't need those. That seems like it should be illegal, probably. Food. Hey. Hey. Rude. So we get Shaman's Flower. Cool. Alright. I would love to wear Shaman's Flower, but I don't think that's in the cards. Focused all your emotion on dirt and trash. Alright. 5 more. Okay. So I don't know, this might end up being overly tedious, but I think it's a somewhat creative way to do this TM quest, apparently. I don't like clicking through all those messages, though. So apparently I can hold only one piece at a time, is that correct? Yeah, that's rude. I also love how passionate this guy is about his job. Behind the red seats. Thank you for the tip. There we go. Yeah, that one's definitely deliberately hidden to make it harder. All right. A rising janitor. Why is this the TM that's associated with this quest? Is it because the Grimer sings? Okay, so is Shaman's Flower, is that an accessory that I can wear? Because if I can wear it, I'll get it. If it's not, this is a waste of time and I hate you. Wait, is this the place? Oh, this looks like a clothes store. There we go. The Garcidia is indeed Shaman's Flower. Now it's a key item. I can't wear it. Very sad. I'm not a fan. Alright, let's see how overrated all this is. Yeah, 50,000 Poké Dollars for some boring collared shirts where the only thing that changes between colors is the color of the button line, whatever you call it. Nonsense. What is this? What are you even doing? These are pajamas. Ridiculous. Absurd. Is this a meta commentary on the fashion industry or something? Ridiculous. I kind of like those, but not enough to spend 40k on. Man, you thought Kalos said ridiculous, expensive clothing options. Ugh. Well, that was a wash. Anyway, let's head back to the top of the mountain. And in the next episode, we will walk down the mountain, probably see ourselves an evolution on Gertrude's part. Maybe Donna's part? Maybe? I don't remember exactly how much goes on. And I think Guzma gets involved at some point. So, that is something to look forward to next week, which should be on Friday without any complications. So, thank you all for tuning in. It's been an honor and a privilege to present to you today. And I will see y'all next time. Ula'ula.